Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. It is, the sequel to Oceanhorn 1, which I actually never played. But I was... Because, like, almost 2 months ago, they're like, hey, you want a key? And I'm like, sure. And it's like, oh, we're out of, like, North American keys. You want an Australian key? And I was like, sure, why not? I know you don't have to worry about, like, PAL... Or, shoot, whatever the region lock consoles that we used to have back in the days before the internet-ish. I just remember having to, like, unregion lock my Wii for some random reason a long time ago. And so you can switch your region now. But in doing so, I somehow got my Switch really confused and made me think I was permanently Australia, but it wouldn't authenticate properly, so I just haven't been able to do anything on my Switch much. And so I wasn't able to actually sit down and play Oceanhorn or really anything on my Switch up until about yesterday. But now here we are, so we're going to check it out. I don't know. I don't know why that's necessarily relevant. It was just kind of a sudden surprise of like, oh yeah, here's a thing. You can use Australian keys. I wonder why there's a difference. Actually, it probably doesn't matter too much. Okay. Let's see, these are good. I don't know what backups are. Save slot is that. Let's get going. I'm going to turn this up a little bit so you guys can hear better, because apparently it's voice acting.
I write this paragraph, to be the last for realm of Arcadia. They fought valiantly against this end, but they are powerless before the fate set by Kronos. The sands of time have run many times since these events were set in motion, and none who took part in the downfall of Arcadia was left unchanged. Ah, an observer. At a time like this, your appearance is surely not a coincidence. I will show you what transpired, but for you to understand the whole story, you must experience it yourself. This I can tell, though. It is a tragic tale of two eternal souls. It began on a dark and stormy night, and all within a lost realm.
He said he would meet us here. Is it really you, Mesmeroth, old friend? When I got the message, I could not believe it was from you.
That guy
You should
seems
not
like
suffer
a bad
because
guy.
of my mistake. This child is for you to raise, Master Mayfair. Take good care of him.
Huh. "18 years later. Let me guess. Master Mayfair hasn't aged a day." It's too bright. It burns. Hello, I am legally distinct Link. Spelled with an E, not an I.
Retrieve a lockbox, stolen from me many years ago by pirates. Its contents are vital for your knighthood. Good luck, Master Mayfair.
Okay. So I got attack, roll, radial menu. So I got a heal spell. And ammo. I'm out of spells. Oh, so it's like a consumable system. Okay, fair enough. Okay, nope, that didn't work. I lock onto anything. ZL. No, but that's for, like, gun. Well. So I turned down the sound effects, and I think I turned it down too much. Yeah, there's no lock on. Why? Well, this thing is just gonna kick my ass. Maybe I'll get health from something else, but still. I mean, at least I found the process for fighting this thing, which is hit and then walk back, and then rinse repeat. Looks like there is an EXP system. Alright. Can I charge my attack? Yes. Alright. Onwards. What am I... Oh, I was out of stamina. Huh. Was the charge attack? Okay, what is this? Island belongs to the outcast. I think we already knew that one. Challenge, go fast. Try to sprint for the first time. Oh, so you just hold the roll button. There we go. There's some health. So, herbs. It gave me a little, like, EXP bar there with the herbs, but I'm not entirely sure what they do. An apple. So, maybe you level up your ability to consume food? Hold up. How did I do that? Okay. Yep. We have two friend. Hello, two friend. Right. I was going to go into the system settings. I was actually going to turn the sound effects up. Most games have sound effects that are just way too dang... sound effects that are just, like, way too punchy. But I guess this is one of the few games that might have been properly balanced. Right from the get-go. That's a weird feeling. I'm here, creature. Back against the wall. You can't run from me. Never mind. You can run from me. Come back here. Stop running from me. Doesn't really let me do the, like, 1-2 hit combo here. Stay away from it. Oh, that's a cute little bugger. Now, it looks like EXP doesn't fill out some kind of meter, so I must spend it as a resource. By wager. First, I will eat golden chanterelle. Or maybe the more random food you eat, maybe that increases your maximum HP, and that's the point of it all. I'm just gonna run around hitting things. So if it's not immediately obvious, this is a Zelda-like. And from what I know of, like, the first one, it's actually one of the better Zelda-likes out there. There aren't that many. Which I think is a bit of a shame. Like, it's weird. There's so many particularly... What would I call them? Well, culturally important, like, Nintendo games, for example. And they almost never get proper, like... Eternal vitality for the one who reaches for the apple tree. Cool. Maybe I just have to hit the apple tree. I don't know. Probably not. If I... Can I shoot apple? Maybe, yeah, actually. Let's see if I can fill out the meter. And if it gets me an extra heart. But there's so many, like, culturally important and revered indie games from Nintendo. No, it just leveled up. So whatever that is, I don't know how it works. It's okay. Run towards a ledge to auto jump. Fair enough. But, like, you don't see a whole lot of indie games try and mimic or, like, make a spiritual successor to Star Fox. Pearl Necklace. You got 75 coins. Hooray! I love the fact that I can just immediately alchemize things in my pocket. Let's go over here and just wail on this. It'll Do is a fantastic 2D Zelda-like. It is! I really like It'll Do. I've never finished them. Because It'll Do 2 got a little frustrating towards the end. Like, there were certain secret bosses or, like, end bosses or something that were just downright punishing. So I never actually put in the effort to finish it to completion. I've never actually played It'll Do 1. Someday. Someday, maybe. Actually, I've seen a Star Fox, like... There was one that I played for a little bit. A couple months ago that was pretty good. It was called... I don't know. Can't remember the name of it. But I did like it was like a 10-minute video on what was available in the demo that I thought was actually pretty great. Unfortunately, that's like very much like old school Star Fox. We're not talking like, you know, Star Fox 64, which I feel like that's when the series kind of peaked. I don't know. Star Fox, was it Assault? It was a bit of a mess, but it definitely had some great visuals. I just do not remember the story at all. Hey Jones, you're right. This place is completely abandoned. What on Gaia happened here? The entrance to the Outcast hideout's right here, but I was afraid to go into the tunnels. There's something down there. Something sinister. Russell. The answer is, it's another beetle thing. It's mad. Normally I hate jiggle physics in games, but I'll take this. What is this thing? Segbu. Well, I don't think I can do much with it. I don't see any pressure plates. We throw? I'm trying to throw. Ah, there we go. I have to aim. Wow. Scrap metal. What is this thing? Nope. Search it, boy. Don't climb on it. Herbs. You know, I wasn't expecting to get herbs out of that, to be honest. Okay, spike balls. Where do I want to go on this? Let's stay up. But yeah, modernized version of Star Fox could be really cool. They kind of tried. What was the most recent one that everybody hated because of the camera controls and some other stuff? I don't remember. Jones, I hid small treasures in jars for you. Make sure to break them when you see them. Russell. Part of the reason why I bring up Star Fox is, like... I don't know how many of you guys played... What was it called? Starlink. Starlink Battle for Atlas. Weird-ass game. Probably not the greatest, but it was the closest I've seen to a modern successor to Star Fox. And it certainly helps that it actually had Star Fox in the Switch version. And... Oh... I see. Maybe move the crane and then I can get past there. Game linear or more open world? I have no idea. We just started. I'm assuming it's more kind of Wind Waker-ish. I don't know if I'm supposed to get that. What if I shoot the line? No, that wouldn't do it. Maybe we just wait and come back later. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like I'm necessarily going to be able to mess around with it. Wasn't there a lever down there? Was there? Oh, you're right. I am just flopping all over the place today. It's fine. Yeah, can I climb the wall Skyrim style? Don't think so, no. I can climb certain things, you're right. There we go. It was dark, and I was too busy thinking about Starlink. I don't know. Distractible. Alright, we got a hunk of rock. Emerald Crystal, which is 120 coins. Man, I can't wait for money to be completely useless. I'm sure it actually is maybe useful in this game. One thing that always cheesed me off a little bit in, I think it was especially, ow, okay. It was especially in Ocarina of Time. I would have like 1 billion rupees, you know, whatever the maximum amount of rupees were, and there was just nothing to spend it on, ever. And I wasn't necessarily, like, always bothered by it, but it was definitely one of those where it's like, just let me spend it on something stupid. Like, 1,000 rupees to make Link, big for an hour. Okay, here's something glimmering up there. Oh, most definitely the rock. Oh, but we need some kind of hook or claw shot to get up that one. Did he respawn? Let's not fight that guy. They hurt. Let's see. Did I got any of my bushes back? Because, yeah, I could fight those guys, but it gives me, like, a smidge of EXP and nothing more. Okay, I bet I could climb that wall, though. See vines glowing on ruins or cliffs, you can use them to climb up. Fair enough. I'm curious why you would even need a stamina bar for this. Like, that's... nice going, Dingle Hop. Ow, why? Okay. This is good signs. Okay. Why are these things so dang punchy? Back here. I guess you won't leave me alone. Well, maybe now they're going to leave me alone. They're not going to leave me alone while I'm trying to climb the thing. Which is the important part. Yeah, see, sometimes they jump. But I wonder if it's like certain ones can jump. Because this guy seems virtually incapable of actually jumping here. Alright, let's try this again. Yo, why? Ah. Alright, where does this get me? Well, it gets me to this, whatever this is. Here. Nope. I guess you can't jump that. Why would you climb that? Climb that just for an herb. I don't pretend to understand. Alright, let's actually try and make some progress here. I always like to wander a little bit, especially at the beginning of a game, to learn the controls and get used to it. Doesn't always work so hot. Well, one thing I will say, they immediately dropped me in a dungeon, which I got to appreciate. I liked Breath of the Wild as a game, but I always kind of found it to be a bit of a weak Zelda game. Okay, you can climb up to objects under the height of your shoulders. Oh, that's a nice way of, I guess, kind of establishing it. Okay, so I bet I do this. Yep. Let me guess. Money? Nope. We get a owl. Wooden statue. You got 20 coins. Never mind, it is money. Let's see. But yeah, I love Breath of the Wild. It was such an interesting game to explore and wander around. And a good example of how to do an open world that's, like, actually interesting. Biggest beef, though, was just that the dungeons were so weak. The little shrines were kind of fun for, like, a puzzle thing. But that was kind of the extent of it. What is this? Okay. I think we might want to put a sack on this one. Are we getting more proficient with herbs? I think we are, actually. So blue button stays down on their own. Cool. It's a shield that once belonged to a knight of Arcadia. In addition to letting you defend yourself against enemy attacks, shield's also useful for pushing away obstacles. That doesn't quite do the, I guess I should read this. Broken bridge ahead. Don't worry, you can get across if you keep on going. Better take care of that boulder first. Use a shield to push it. There we go. Bye. There's a weird lack of weight to this game. I'm noticing. Like the attacks, you just kind of swing. With the shield pushing a boulder, it just kind of goes. It's not bad. Okay, red button does not stay down on its own. As a tiny shield. I think they're generally called bucklers. But it looks like maybe it extends out or something, or... Oh no, it's like a weird bracer thing that goes on the forearm. It's a neat design. Mostly good for parrying and not for blocking like full hits. Wasn't this an Apple Store exclusive for a bit? I don't remember if this one was. The first one definitely was. Okay, so the shield is completely useless against these things. What does X do? Oh. Oh. There's a parry, or... Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a parry. Wait for it to come for me. There we go. So yeah, if I parry at the last second, flips them on the back, a lot easier to fight them. That makes sense. What's the point of it if it doesn't defend? Well, I did say it was good for parrying, not so great for actually defending against hits. Got a key to the old pirate hideout. Golden chanterelle. Am I really just stuffing these things in my face as I go by? I think I am, actually. Oh. When in doubt, that's what I do. I'm out of stamina. Watch him just whiff it and just fall into the water. Nope. Probably for the best. Hello. Man, that's a very shiny coat. Now here's the question. Does the boulder mess them up? Well, not if I do that. Okay, one immediate problem. I'm terrible at parrying. And he just locks on to whatever the hell he wants. I really like being able to just lock onto one specific enemy. As opposed to just being like, alright, you parried this guy. Now to hit this other dude. And it's like, no, 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 don't do that. I'm gonna just die trying to parry. disregard bug for a second. Get some HP. There we go. Alright, back to parry practice. Back here. I wish to parry you. There we go. Perfect. This is discount Zelda. I feel like that's a little rude, but yeah. It's definitely same category, same general genre. Slight differences here and there that make it kind of worth a look. And honestly, we don't get a whole lot of Zelda games. This is something that I always kind of buck against whenever I'm playing something that is very clearly a derivation of another game. I get a lot of people that are like, but why would I play this when I already have blah blah blah? I think a lot of this specifically comes from the fact that I am a massive fan of the Darksiders games. And there were tons of people being like, yeah, but there's Zelda and there's God of War. Why do we need this game? And the answer is like, we barely get Zeldas or God of Wars. So, like, I will absolutely take, you know, a AA attempt at recreating the magic in a slightly different manner. Secret Harbor. It's truth. Read. Keep the barrels away from the torches. They can catch fire easily. Rightio then. Set fire to everything. I'll just wander around for a bit. And Darksiders lore was actually really cool. Yeah, I'm still salty that the Darksiders series just got absolutely shafted over the years. Just due to budgetary constraints, lack of time, and I'm gonna be honest, over-ambition. I absolutely parried that one. There we go. It's awkward, because it's like, you really do have to parry these guys to do, well, ow. To be able to fight them effectively, and yet, the window on it is tight. And often those AA titles will stumble upon things that you later see in the AAA games in terms of quality of life and design. Absolutely. I'm not sure if I would necessarily call Demon's Souls a AA product, but, like, that transitioning to Dark Souls and then just infecting the entire action RPG genre has just kind of been incredible to watch. What's some other good examples here and there? Oh, what was I playing recently? Oh, shoot, what's the name of it? Mortal Shell. Absolutely one of my favorite Souls-likes I've played in recent memory. Collect a lot of healing materials. The excess will transform into a heal spell. Until a heal spell units that you can use in battle. I learned this as a young pirate, and it's the secret of my health. Oh, so that's what it's getting whenever it fills up that meter. It's not a proficiency system. That's me getting heal ammo. You got Captain's Key. Yeah, Darksiders felt like God of War, but only barely. It was like a weird mosh between God of War combat, but God of War combat, but with the level design of a Zelda game. Which actually turned out to be pretty dang cool. Fun? I don't know. Got Mortal Shell because watching you play it. It's super good. It's definitely like a weird duck game. And, you know, I can see why people would not be as big of a fan of it as, like, Dark Souls itself. But it was solid. And so, like, I actually heard a lot of good things about Oceanhorn in kind of the same manner that, like, I brought up there weren't a whole lot of Zelda clones out there, and a ton of people were like, Oceanhorn 1 is pretty good. And that's why I'm playing this one. It's almost there, in terms of, like, raw gameplay. There's, like I said, a certain lack of weight to this that feels kind of off-putting. And it's a little odd that parrying really does seem to be that important to dealing with even the most basic enemy type so far. Is this a direct sequel? Haven't got a clue. Never played the first one. I don't think so, considering this character was passed off as a baby at the very beginning of the game. Boy, howdy. Giant cephalopod of the ancients. You ugly boy! Okay. Where was his last tentive? Okay. Got anything else? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to do something to his... There we go. What is going on with his face? What is that? That's concerning, that's what it is. Hello? Yes. You want to use a healing spell. What? Why is... What? It's throwing pots at me. Rude. Okay. So I can feasibly block these guys. Now the question is... What am I blocking? What is going on here? Back here. I wish to hit your tentacle. Let's see. We should probably use another heal. You want to use heal spell? Yes. Why? Oh wow, that heal spell is ravage. Oh. Plus side, healing alley is just kind of sitting here. There we go. Okay, so blocking isn't so bad. I wonder how good it would be to properly parry it. Gosh. What were they called? Ugnaughts? No. What was the creature in Star Wars that Obi-Wan cut the arm off in, like, the first movie? I'm trying to remember the name of them. Anyway, got a key to the captain's chest. And level 2, Knight rank is Cadet. You've been granted a small bonus of 25 coins and your health is refilled. Cool. I guess the power of promotion granted me some money. And health? No, not Octodad. The Star Wars race. I don't know, it's been a while. Got Master Mayfair's lockbox. I'm just reading chat and realizing how many people don't know much about Star Wars. Well, here we go. So, here's your open world. The answer is... Do I got a map? Yes. So, we got the world of Arcadia. We got a lot of stuff. So, sail to Arne village. Gotcha. That's kind of lovely that it immediately just tosses you out in a boat. Not having to go through, like, major issues. Okay. It doesn't really look like I can land at most islands, though. Well, I guess we'll just head over here for a bit and see what happens and go from there. Are we playing Wind Waker now? Well, I mean, Oceanhorn, it's in the name. So it kind of makes sense that we'd be on a bunch of islands. I like that system better, I guess. Because to some degree, by having all these like little vignette islands, you can still have them kind of open to explore. But you don't have this giant open world that you have to populate with things to do. I mean, apart from just enough islands to make the world interesting. What was I playing recently? Oh! I've been playing Cyberpunk. Just kind of on my own time, because there's no way I'm going to be able to stream it. Let's see. But that is a giant open world with, honestly, not actually that much to do. Huh. They are called Aqualishes. Why are they called Aqualishes? Ponda Baba was a male Aqualish thug. Yep, didn't age a day. There we go. Let's see, but I've been playing Cyberpunk, and it's like, it's a lovely game, but it's a giant open world with, I mean, there's stuff to do, but it's always just kind of the same thing. And so it's like, it's fun to play, but the world is way larger than it actually needs to be for the amount of content in it.
A knight in training has arrived. I hope your trip went well. Did you find what I asked for?
Are we a silent protagonist?
Good. Now, let's head home. You must be hungry. Let's eat, and you can tell me all about your adventure. When you become a knight, the contents of this box will be yours, son. Lucky for you, those pirates never got the lockbox open. Okay, let's go through here. It's a beautiful day, and people want to spend it outside. It hasn't been this warm for weeks.
Okay. It's a Zelda-like.
Jen has been anxious to see you return. He was a little worried about you, to be honest. There he is. Say hi to him, and come back to me.
I just want to play a Zelda-like or something, where the main character not only has, like, a voice, but has, like, way more personality than he ought to.
Hey, you're back! I'm glad you've returned safely. It was your first adventure alone, after all. And here you are, unharmed. We have every reason to celebrate tonight.
I'm confused by this thing's eyes.
Hurry up, I'm waiting.
Shut up, Gramps. It just looks like the eyes glitched out and should be where those, like, central points are, but that they just floated off and are now just, like, suspended by the side of his head. Just like a bounty.
Here we are. Home sweet home.
Okay. Man, if you could cross this game with Fable, you'd be in a really good spot. That was not the voice I expected from Jen. Yup.
You've only been gone for a couple of days, but it might be a good idea to hone your skills
Did his
against
head,
the
like,
training
turn around
dummy
to
while
180?
I prepare some food.
Okay, I gotta test this again.
You've only been gone for a couple of days, but it might be a good idea to hone your skills against the training dummy while I prepare some food.
Again.
You've only been gone for a couple of days, but it might be a good idea to hone your skills.
It's only for a split second, but
while I prepare some food.
I'm 90% certain that when his head, like, I talked to him from behind, his head would turn 180 and then his body would go. A little weird. Okay, gymnastics. Good night. Make sure he's always fit. If he's in a hurry, he'll use his ability to sprint for a short time. Dodge roll. Cool. Got it. Am I just supposed to keep hitting this thing? Well, I think we go back up to Grams because food is done, maybe. I hope. Does this still have the head glitch where the body and the head are separate? No, it looks like they are properly connected in this game. I think it's just weird neck problems.
Good. You're here. Sit down when you're ready to eat.
But first, I will eat... Oh, floor money. Never mind. Heroes of Arcadia. Sir Corbin, Mesmeroth, and Master Mayfair. So Mesmeroth is the guy in the center, so he wasn't a robot.
Well, have a seat. Master Mayfair's cooking is still hot. Wouldn't mind having a bite myself.
I do appreciate that it is fully voice acted. It's a little funky, but like... Wait, how are you eating? You are a robot. That's also some hella baguettes. Look at how big those are. In fact, look at how big that meal is. God, I want some food right now. Why is it that every RPG protagonist sleeps in bed, fully clothed? Go to the tower near town. Bring the key to the gate from the chest. I mean, we could. There's one hell of a chest just for the key in the house. And just in general, that's kind of an issue. Let's see. The White City. Why is this a physics object? I mean, I guess it really isn't much of one, but still. Old letter from Master Mayfair to Gan. Jan? Gan. Been away for a week and I already missed the peace and quiet of Arne. The White City is as noisy as usual and the Grand Master's annual meeting is as boring as ever. There's a rumor, though, that I found interesting. I was told that Archimedes is developing a new kind of weapon to defend Arcadia. A living fortress, I was told. Huh. Alright. Well... I think at this point we've got a pretty good idea of this. We've fought a boss, we've fought some enemies. It's definitely clunkier than Zelda is, and might take some more getting used to. Yeah, the plate does wiggle when I sit down for some reason. But it's still a fairly valid Zelda clone, as far as they go. I mean, as far as those exist. Which, I don't think there are many. I think the only other one that I can think of off the top of my immediate... off the top of my head and, like, more immediate history would straight up be, well, it was called Gods and Monsters, Immortals Phoenix Rising, which I haven't actually gotten around to yet. I have a copy of it. I should probably take a look. It's not an indie game, which always makes it kind of hard to, oh, hey, I can crawl down in here. Find a tight space to crawl into. The wording on these achievements are it's a little odd. I haven't gotten around to Immortals Phoenix Rising yet. I probably should, just because I've heard good things about it. I'm just gonna charge my healing spell if I can. I guess not that it matters. Oh, we're maxed out on healing, in fact. That makes it easier. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting up that. Am I? But anyway, I think... instead of trying to go further with this, I will stop here. It's got its merits. I think the biggest issue is the core gameplay is just clunkier than Zelda. And that holds it back in such an unfortunate manner. Because I think if it played smoothly, you know, if the hitting enemies felt like it had some more weight, if parrying felt more satisfying, if blocking wasn't weird and awkward, and if I could lock onto things, I think that would make it so much stronger. I mean, even just the sheathing the sword, you kind of hold it back and then it just goes whoop, straight into the sheath. There's enough little cut corners that they've added up, and it's turned a perfectly square game into a, well, it's a little lumpy. But once again, still valid Zelda clone, and if you're like me and you kind of want more, there is merit in that. Because there aren't a whole lot of Zelda games out there. But for now, at least, I'm gonna give this poor boy's neck... oh, gosh. Like, it actually hurts to turn my head that much for long periods of time. And this guy is just stuck in default in that manner. I'm gonna give this poor boy's neck just a little bit of a break. And we will end here. Let's go to the title menu. So, Oceanhorn 2 is available, oddly enough, only on the Switch right now. I really would have expected them to put it on multiple platforms, but it looks like it's just I mean, I think the main issue and the reason why the quality drops a little bit is this was developed for mobile first. And mobile, then Switch, and then no other platforms, to my knowledge. Which explains why it is the way it is. And is therefore mildly unfortunate, just because it feels like if they had built it for the Switch ground up, it would have felt that much better. But I think my bias against mobile games is showing a little bit with that one. So, anyway, for those of you on YouTube, if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more random indie games, I have so many. So stick around. And with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.